Welcome to this lesson. In the last lesson onwards, actually, we have started how to develop computation skill. In fact, in mathematics, we call fundamental operations addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Whatever may be the syllabus, actually, please note, I am not confining myself to any syllabus, any class. I am just telling you or sharing with you the general idea how mathematics should be taught to small children. Let me share one important view. See, as I told you already, mathematics and language, these are the two subjects which a child learns before joining the school. And later, of course, we are helping them in developing further. This is the only idea. Other subjects you can see, this is the difference. For example, history we can learn at any stage. Even if suppose history is not taught properly in the primary, you can learn history in the secondary school in a different way, because after all it is a different way of learning. But mathematics is not like that. Imagine if a child is not properly taught what is number, what is place value, and the most crucial is, for example, fraction. For example, the students who have not understood how to add fraction, what is LCM, HCF, etc., even at PU level when they take science, they can't do anything. So this is a problem. Therefore, one mathematics educationist says there are two types of handicaps. One is natural handicap, that is, by birth sometimes there will be deformity in our body, that is physical handicap. And another type of handicap, he says, a mathematical handicap which is created by us. Us means either it is because of the faulty teaching in school. Professor Kuppuswamy is a great teacher educator. He has written a lot of books on education, especially mathematics, how to teach mathematics, then even education psychology also. He says children suffer and they don't understand mathematics because of the faulty way of teaching. This is one result. But every time we can't blame the teacher, because in many schools the teachers are all trained and they teach very well. But unfortunately, students do not practice after coming home, because especially for mathematics, homework plays very important role. So if the student is not doing sufficient work to retain whatever is learned, then this type of mathematical handicap results right from the beginning. And once this starts, later you cannot repair it. This is one. See, once the damage is done at primary school. Therefore, actually, see, my purpose is mathematics. So I have kept the topic mathematics for mothers, because if you can take care of the mathematical learning up to say 4 or 5 years of your child, later you need not worry. If the foundation is faulty, then you cannot build the strong building. This is the problem. Therefore, right from the beginning, you have to take care about the computation skill, because you see, if the child is able to understand arithmetic properly, study of algebra and study of geometry will be very, very simple. It will not be difficult. Therefore, let us try to build a very strong foundation in mathematics first. So I will be discussing only computation skill and how to develop it in the beginning series of my lecture. Now let us proceed. See, addition of two-digit number, let us take. See, two categories are there. See, here also, you have to go very slowly and in a very systematic way we have to proceed. For example, you see, there is one type of addition of two-digit number, 2341. So this is called without carrying. We have all learned all these things. It's not something special. Second one is with carrying. So these are the two categories. And first we have to take without carrying type, and we have to give sufficient opportunity for the learner to acquaint the skill of adding without carrying first. Then with carrying becomes simple. See, this is the mistake sometimes we do. Sometimes we mix all of them together and the child will be totally confused. Therefore, you have to even see, even in textbook also it is there. Even in school, most of the mathematics teachers do like this only, with carrying, without carrying. But there sometimes some teachers by mistake they mix up. with carrying also they do, without carrying also they do, sometimes they do together. If that is the case, then definitely child will have problem. So this is one thing. Let us take now without carrying first, because this is very important. See here also a small activity you can do. Let me show you a small demo here. Let us add 25 and 32. Definitely it is without carrying, because 5 plus 2 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. So how you can teach this one? You can explain like this. Of course, I will tell you what are the stages you have to follow. See, you can show like this. A unit place, let us add. It is 5 plus 2, 7. Then 10 place, let us add. So it is 2 plus 5, 2 plus 3, 5. So now you tell the child, this is how we have to add 2-digit number. So this is the first thing. Now, very important is, a child may ask, sometimes students are very curious, especially children are very curious. I need not tell you, as a mother you face this problem. It is actually not a problem, but we think it is a problem. Children ask many questions, sometimes very, very delicate questions they ask, sometimes very, very embarrassing questions they ask. But what we adults do is we curb the tendency of asking questions. Sometimes even we scold them. If keep quiet, we say, actually we should not do that. Curiosity is the first thing for learning. So verification, see, normally children ask this one, why we should add like this sometimes. Some children who are very curious. So first we have to verify. See, it is very simple. I have told you how to convince place value system. Now you see, let us take, and it is once again a repetition of the child also. How do you write 25 using place value system? So there are 2 tens and 5 units. Therefore, definitely we can once again show the place value with this diagram. Then take one more, 32, which can be shown like this. Now you ask the child, count how many tens are there, how many units are there. You can help also. See, because this is the stage where teacher is also active, learner is also active. So 50-50. So now here there are 5 tens. Actually we can count and do it. Then how many units are there? So that also you can count, 7. Now you can show here, you see, 5 tens. So therefore I have written 5. Then 7 units. Therefore I have written 7. So it is 57. Definitely child will be convinced. And another thing is, it is quite, a happy shock for the child. Oh, this is how we can do mathematics. So definitely they will be happy. We can follow the following steps, because what is very important is, in mathematics, first as a teacher we should know how to teach. See, concept we know already, but how to convince the other, the learner, that is very important. So we can follow this step actually. First, presentation, helping the learner to understand. That means you take some 3-4 examples. Every time your demonstration is not necessary, verification is not necessary. First you teach how to add a 2-digit number. Depending on your requirement, you take 2 or 3 or 4 examples. So this is the first thing. Second, repetition. That means here at this stage, to fix the idea in the minds of the learner, what you can do is, you can just give 2-3 examples to the learner. Let the child do the examples with the help of the teacher. So the second. Then drill and practice is very, very important in mathematics. See, I don't want to go into detail why we should call it as drill and practice, etc. This is an word we use in education. Drill. See, if you join any training institute, they will definitely explain you what is drill, what is practice, what is the difference, etc. Let us not go into detail. Let us just take, for the permanence of learning, practice is required. I need not explain the importance of this one. No, repetition is the road to success. That's what Confucius says. Therefore, if you want, learning is one thing. Of course, whenever you are learning, first you have to understand. Then you have to, once the concept is understood, retention is the next one. You have to remember what we learn. Therefore, that is called permanence. Now, let me tell you how this drill and practice is done and how it should be properly employed in learning mathematics. See, the purpose is retention. Please note, drill and practice purpose is retention. Whatever is learned, it should be retained. So, this is the purpose. Now, nature of drill and practice, let me just tell you in terms of, from common man's point of view, not as a teacher educator and then under the training under a say training institute setting. Just like an ordinary person without much knowledge about education, let us talk. Should be specific. Whenever you are practicing drill and practice, specific means what? Suppose you are teaching 2-digit number, you should first take only digit without an addition without carrying. That is the meaning of specific. And 2-digit means you should take only 2-digit. Remember, you can also take 3-digit here without carrying, but you are confusing. For you it is easy, no doubt, but for the child it is difficult. So it should be specific. That is the first thing. Second, should be repetitive, because unless we repeat, we cannot retain. Therefore, second one is repetitive. Third one is moderate in length. For example, you see, for the under the drill and practice, if you want to give some examples, don't give 10 examples and bore the child. No, it is not good. But at the same time, don't give one. See, this is one problem. Let me explain. See, sometimes even teachers do this mistake. In class, suppose there are 20 to 30 students. Say after teaching, say addition without carrying, a teacher should write at least 4 or 5 questions together on the blackboard and ask the children to take down all these things and try solve as maximum as possible. So that what happens, because there are different category students. One student is very fast. Suppose you give only one question and leave, that child will be restless. Discipline problem. Suppose you give 4 or 5. See, even in serving food we follow the same thing. Normally we don't say serve one spoon of rice and then wait. Normally it is given in a big quantity. Same principle we should use here. Moderate in length. You can give 4 or 5. I will show you how it can be done. So next one is moderate in difficulty. This is also very important. If you give very simple problems, child will be bored. They will not take. If you take very difficult problem, same thing. So the questions or items which you are giving for repetition or drill work should be these. See, 4 important characteristics. Then assessment and encouragement is very, very crucial. That means, suppose you give 5 problems. If the child has done all the 5 problems, you should encourage the child. See how you have done all the 5 problems. So you give some award also. For example, that's why say teachers use this smiley and other things in notebook. You might have seen. That is the purpose actually. Children will be very happy. Material to be used. Now you may. So how you exactly we have to carry out this one? This is very important. Let me first clarify what we have to do. First one is presentation, where you are teaching the concept of adding 2-digit number without carrying. Second one, repetition, means here what you are doing is you are giving 3-4 examples to the child and you are confirming whether the child is able to do this or not. This is the second stage. Third stage is drill and practice. And how this should be done? There is a method of doing this. What we do is we use worksheet. And if you see nowadays, even this worksheet and workbook, they are available in market. And in the school, almost all schools, especially in the primary level, they use this workbook and worksheet method. But this is not something very special. You yourself can prepare a worksheet. I will show you how it can. See, here is an example. Say sample worksheet I am showing. And remember, this can be used in all the lessons where you are developing computation skill. It can be done in subtraction, it can be done in multiplication, it can be done in division also. So please remember this technique. What you have to do is write, for example, 6 or 7. Normally 6 is ideal, even 5 also okay. Write 5 or 6 questions like this. See here, I have maintained all the characteristics required. Repetitive, yes. Second, simple, yes. Not very simple, yes. Not very difficult also, yes. And it is based on only one concept, without carrying, and 2-digit. So these are the characteristics. This worksheet you should give after teaching the first 2 stages. Now the child should complete this. How long it will take? It may take 10 minutes. Then at the end of 10, therefore you see, now it is a rest period for you. You assign the work to the child under your supervision. Then watch how the child is doing. At the end, you should correct it actually. Correct means you have to verify whether it is correct or not. Imagine if the child is completing all the 6, child will be very happy and you should give award here. Award need not be chocolate, just praise. Then the advantage is this is the human tendency. You can verify this. If the child is able to do all the six, child demands, mummy, you give me one more worksheet. So this is the wonder of this work actually. You practice, then you will understand the result of this one. Then next one is with carrying. See, there is a difference now. See, therefore, same method cannot be employed in mathematics teaching. This is very important. This is where we make a mistake. Suppose we teach one concept using one method, the same method we are using everywhere. So that is a problem. Now let me show you how you can do. And remember once again, I made it very clear. These are all suggestions. You devise your own method, no problem. See, demo with a sample example is like this. Now what I do is, I don't do the same way which I have done in previous case. I will take this one now. Say first I will take, because the place value we know already, 23 is this one. Then 18 is this. You can see here. Now what I do is, see, I am taking this because we are adding. This is one thing. Second one is this. Whatever number is there in the 10 place, I am bringing down, and unit place also I am bringing. Now you can ask the child how many tens are there totally. See here 3, and here there is one more unit. So it is 3 plus 1, 4 tens are there, and how many ones are remaining? Only 1. So what should be the answer? You can show practically. This is 1 and this is 4. So 23 plus 18 is 41. But remember, see, this is the problem with us. We think it is very simple. After all, what is there? 8 plus 3 is 11. Carries 1 means what? Child should understand what is the meaning of carrying. Therefore, you have to show this one. Now you see it is very simple. You can show the rule actually. Now it is the rule. What you have to do is, we are adding 3 and 8. This is 11. But 11 can be, and even you can use this chart now. 11 is 1 10 plus 1, and second one is 10 place. 2 plus 1 is 3. Once again, so 2 plus 1 is 3 10. 2 10 plus 1 10. Therefore, now you can say there are totally 4 tens. Now it is very convincing, and 1. Therefore, this is written as 41. Child will definitely understand. So working rule is like this now. Now you can show the working rule. See, this is how we do in the normal practice. 23 you write, then 18 you write. 8 plus 3 is 11. Write the first letter, unit place 1 here. That is why you are telling it as carrying. So 1 we are writing. Even we show that 1 here. Then 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4. What is the next stage? Remaining stages are same. Once this is done, first you show all these things, presentation stage. Then you give some 3-4 simple examples with carrying only. Then let the child do this work under your supervision, second stage. And the third one is a last stage, drill and practice. Once again, I need not repeat. This you can prepare one more worksheet. Using the worksheet, you can complete this task. So this is how we should develop the computation skill along with the concept. Thank you very much. I hope you like this idea. That is how to teach 2-digit number with carrying, without carrying separately. Then once again, as I made it very clear in the previous lesson also, all these things require at least 4-5 days repetition, because child should retain. For retention, always we have to repeat for a few days. Once the idea is very clear, sometimes some teachers say it is overlearning. Overlearning means the same thing which we have learned, we have to repeat many times, so that it becomes a permanent fixation. So this is the idea. Therefore, a practice is required. And you see, all these things does not require much time. Say for example, a developing worksheet, you have to remember, for all such drill and practice, we only should prepare worksheets. So that becomes very useful. Hope you like this video. Please watch all the lessons. Definitely you will enjoy the teaching. My focus is always, please note this, some of the concepts which is required for teaching also I will be discussing. then my focus is on how you have to teach this to the children. That is important. Knowing is one thing and teaching is another. Both should be important in teaching. So let us meet in the next lesson. Till then, bye, take care. One more request, please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and share with your friends whose children are also studying in different schools, so that it will be helpful to them. And I suggest one more thing: if you enjoy this type of teaching, if some neighbors are there of same category of your, say, your child's classmate, even all these activities can be done with 2 3 children, because there will be competition and they will be very helpful. So learning individually is one aspect, learning in a group is a different aspect. Both are having its own advantage, therefore that also you can do. Let us meet in the next class. Till then, bye, take care.